see hopefully who has gonna be have an amazing thing for over that Thanksgiving. Who knows this gonna be another snowstorm after this intro. Weather over here, we actually going to talk about lots of snowfall and the above average temperature, or moving on into the next week or the next month. I need you to do something first. Shout out to my ATN. I will show you when we will going to get the snow, and I will show you the rest of the United States and also the temperature on maybe on that Saturday. It will be a little small snowfall at maybe on Saturday on around 11, or actually going to start at 2 p.m. and moving on south. I think you're going to expect around 1 inch of snow. I will go and check for you in case will happen over time for the snow is going happening. See, barely show you, boom, around 1 inch of snow, or like not like 1 inch, like 0.1 of snow. Very small amount of snow. Some Minnesota. I will show you the rest of the United States right now. This is the other the state I was going to show you how much snow around the Great Lakes. I mean the snow all the way to Great Lakes, all the way to the south and the northeast, then moving upwards. That still possibilities up there, but still going on for the short times. For the short time for the temperature to see, it's a little bit chillier in some in northern Canada region. Is around Texas a little bit chillier when the temperature drops around 40 degrees some areas, and it's warm up back down and going back up. I will show you the reason why it's going back and forth. I will show you on the long range for the not for snow, that's for the super long forecast. This is the variation between the warm air and the cold air. That warm air is going to round the south, is to round the west, and the north is a little bit above, but the west is gonna be very hot, and on the east and around the Great Lakes it's gonna be very chilly around the Great Lakes and also the east. This is what the how much the difference between the height to see how cold could be. Because the dip, because that the dip is up on the coast around California. That's why it is not, is when we see like little dip, it's really cold area will kick in, and also between that below and that I was telling you that warm will eventually slow down, then bring that cold air will come back in, start around Great Lakes and spread a little bit more chillier. And around the Great Lakes you have no difference of the temperature. That's for the intensity height. It means a little bit chillier and much see the more difference for it is this model for the average height, average in inch between the warm and the cold side. That's what I think it means. When you have very hot, that's where you see the red, you see the blue or green, that's when it's a little bit chillier. I will show you what is that difference it is. That's for the little bit longer range. Now we're going to look at the super long. Then I will show you what's going on with the snow and also what it is going up. This one is the temperature still same and then until the 29th and also gonna be a much bigger one I will show you on the will begin at December 5th. I mean the not 15th but the 5th is gonna be a big ridge, a very strong cold air will going to kick in and another one almost made it to the northeast but then it's going to warm up a little bit, then still it's going to be a big difference, really super long range. For the storm range, how much snow we're going to get. This was could look like how much the snow we're going to get like in 1 hour. Let me just play for you to see it going to go in on the still a little bit of snow on the west and it slowly going to get closer and closer to the northeast and it still hanging there. Heavy fill with the Great Lakes and the snow going to turn into a lake effect snow. Some areas going to get. This is what look like in like 12 hours. It's much better detailed how much snow will going to get in 12 hours. Still gonna be a very long day for the snow. For 2 days, this was could look like in a totals. That's what it is look like for the short range. This is could be look like in a long range in 1 hour. This was how much snow we going to get from Great Lakes and it's all the way downward for the snowfall. It's over timing much snow we tell you guys what is going on between that hours. Still heading there to slowly around Great Lakes. It's just gonna be very strong, maybe a little bit some areas on the 29th at or 28th at 10 p.m. some snow in Maryland, but until then it's gonna be different story. This is for the 3 hours closest now for the snow. This is very strong moisture in the Great Lakes and it still tilting downward is still going on. Now the final part, the forecast scene. What it is going on with it, with the storm. There's a lot of high pressure and it eventually will be a good low pressure moving the north earth to bring some snow were, and it's just gonna be a virtually a low pressure forming. That's low pressure forming to around that region. How I show you the snowfall, but there's a little forecast between low pressure and high pressure. That's what it is. For like longer range, this is what is the could be the longest yet. For so far with the snowfall come kicking in, but it is not gone word. You're going to see better detail how much snow we in like 6 hours could happen at maybe like 4 a.m. a little bit more snow, but it's gonna be definitely downward over time. It's just going to take place. This has been even longer hours to 3, but the more maximum is go to like 240. This is what it could look like in those days. Still, the Great Lakes snow kicking in, and also this model shows the December path moving upward. Then I will show you the amazing could happen for the United States for December 4th, because there's a massive high pressure and a warm air and a cold air. But in winter, it's you going to get a little bit snow. Some areas going to get, and it's going to dip downwards, and it's going to be an amazing protection for amazing Maryland or the Great Lakes or the New York snowstorm over time. We'll see what's still going to be being there over time. This is Extreme Weather out here.